You know the feeling. Your chest tightens before they even speak. You replay the conversation hours after it's over. You leave the interaction feeling smaller than you walked in. That's not weakness. That's your nervous system correctly identifying a threat. Most advice tells you to set a boundary. Walk away. Stand up for yourself. Easier said than done. Because toxic people aren't just rude. They're skilled. Often without even realizing it, they've learned exactly which buttons get you to react. So today, we're not talking about willpower. We're talking about psychology. 4 specific techniques, backed by research, that work even when you feel too frozen to fight back. Hack 1. The Gray Rock Method. The first hack is called gray rocking. Here's the idea. Toxic people, especially manipulative ones, feed on reaction. Your anger, your tears, your defensiveness, all of it is fuel. So you remove the fuel. You become as interesting as a gray rock. Flat tone, minimal detail, no emotional charge. They ask a triggering question. You give a short, boring answer. Okay, sure, I'll think about it. No story, no explanation, no bait to grab onto. This isn't about being cold. It's strategic disengagement. Psychologists who study narcissistic and manipulative behavior note that these personality patterns are often sustained by the emotional reactions of others. Remove the reaction. The dynamic often loses its power. This doesn't fix the person. It protects you while you're still in the room. Hack 2. Name it silently. The second hack happens entirely in your head. Silent labeling. When someone is manipulating you, guilt-tripping you, twisting the story to make themselves the victim, your brain often gets flooded, confused, off balance. This is intentional, even if they don't consciously plan it. It's called crazy making. The fix is simple, but powerful. In your mind, narrate what's happening. This is blame shifting. This is a guilt trip. This is them avoiding accountability. You're not saying it out loud. You're saying it to yourself. Here's why this works. Naming an emotional experience activates your prefrontal cortex, the rational, observing part of your brain. Research on affect labeling has shown that simply naming what you're feeling, or what's happening, reduces activity in the amygdala, the brain's alarm system. In plain terms, the moment you can name it, you take back the wheel. You stop being a passenger in their narrative. Hack 3. The 24-hour rule. The third hack protects your decisions. Toxic people are often excellent at urgency. I need an answer right now. If you don't decide today, that's it. You're overreacting, just say yes. Urgency is a pressure tactic. It works because under pressure, your brain shifts into a more reactive state and a less reflective one. So the rule is simple. Whenever possible, you wait 24 hours before responding to anything that feels urgent or emotionally charged. Let me think about it and get back to you. That's the whole script. You don't owe an explanation. You don't owe an immediate yes. This single pause does 2 things. It removes you from their emotional timeline, and it gives your prefrontal cortex time to come back online. So you're deciding from clarity, not from pressure. Hack 4. The broken record. The fourth hack is for the moments arguing feels unavoidable. It's called the broken record technique. You pick one calm sentence. You repeat it. Exactly the same, no matter what they say back. For example, I'm not discussing this right now. They argue. You say it again. I'm not discussing this right now. They escalate. You say it again. I'm not discussing this right now. This feels strange at first. It feels almost too simple. But it works because arguments require 2 participants adding new material, new justifications, new counterpoints, new emotional hooks. When you stop adding new material, the argument has nowhere to go. You're not winning the fight. You're declining to have it. And that, to a person who depends on conflict for control, is often the most disarming response of all. So, None of these 4 hacks require you to be cold, or cruel, or someone you don't recognize. They require you to protect your own nervous system in a moment that was designed to hijack it. Gray rock when you need to remove the fuel. Name it silently when you need to think clearly. Take 24 hours when you need to escape urgency. Repeat your line when you need to end a fight without raising your voice. You don't need to win. You don't need the last word. You just need to leave the interaction as the same person you were before it started. That's not losing. That's protecting the only person in this conversation who was never trying to manipulate anyone. You. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this channel for more such interesting stuff.